Hello, and welcome to Soulful Saturdays with Saylor. And our episode today is Radiate and Rain. This is living in your truth with confidence. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever caught yourself shrinking? You know what I mean. Biting your tongue so you don't ruffle feathers. Toning yourself down so you don't take up too much space. Dimming your shine because someone else might squint at the brightness. Yeah, that kind of shrinking. And maybe you tell yourself, it's no big deal. I'm just keeping the peace. And let's be honest, it's not peace if you're at war with yourself. It's exhausting. It's like carrying around this invisible backpack full of all these things that you wanted to say, all the ways that you wanted to show up, all the colors you wanted to wear but didn't. Because you didn't want to make anyone else feel uncomfortable. And here's the kicker. While you're busy making everyone else feel comfortable, who's making sure that you're comfortable? Who's making sure that you feel seen, heard, celebrated? Spoiler alert. Probably no one, right? Because when we shrink, people get used to us being small. You are not designed to play small. So today we're breaking that cycle. We're going to flip the script. This is your reminder that your light was never meant to be dimmed. It was meant to radiate. And your life, it was meant to reign. And I'm not talking about the type of reigning over people. I'm talking about reigning in your truth, walking tall, standing firm, and knowing that your presence is a gift. It's not a problem. So if you've been hiding, pretending, or holding back, this is your wake-up call. And you better get ready. So buckle up, because today we're diving straight into what it really looks like to stop shrinking and start shining. To stop apologizing for existing and start showing up like the glorious, unstoppable force that you are. Because you know what the truth is? It deserves to be loud. It deserves to be proud. And it deserves to take every inch of space it was meant for. So go ahead, pull up that chair, grab your cup of coffee, and let's get into this. Let's get real for a second. Living out loud sounds so sexy, doesn't it? All those Instagram posts, be bold, be brave, be unapologetic. Sounds good, doesn't it? But let's be honest, most of us are scared out of our minds to actually do it. We're terrified of what people will think if we show up as our messy, magical selves. That fear of judgment, oh, it's real. The sideways glances, the whispers, the who does she think she is? Yeah, I know you felt that. And there's the rejection. That deep ache of wondering, if I'm too much, they'll leave. But if I'm not enough, they'll leave anyway. Yeah, that one hits kind of deep, doesn't it? And let's not forget the fear of messing up. Like if you step out and shine, we'll fall flat on our face and everyone is going to see it. So what do? We play it safe. Oh, we get a good game of that, playing safe. We people please. We tone ourselves down. We shrink our dreams to fit into someone else's comfort zone. Mm-hmm. And we convince ourselves it's peace. And let me tell you something. That's not peace. That is self-abandonment. Because while we're making everybody else comfortable, you're burning your own soul out. And not in a good, fiery way. I'm talking the exhaustion, the masks, the smiling when all you want to do is cry. The yes when your whole body is screaming no. Mm-hmm. You feel me, don't you? That's not peace. That's survival. And survival will strip the joy out of your spirit. And here's the kicker. That invisible weight that you've been carrying. Yeah, I see you. That heaviness in your chest when you don't speak up. That ache in your body when you hold back your brilliance. That grief. Yes, grief. That comes from the knowing that you're meant for more. And you keep silencing yourself anyway. It's like walking around with this giant neon sign that says, if you really knew me, you'd see that I'm not showing you all of me. So listen, I'm not here to judge. I've been there. I've bitten my tongue. I've worn the smile when I wanted to scream. I've dimmed my light because I thought it would make life easier. Spoiler alert, it didn't. All it did was make me feel invisible, unseen, unappreciated. Let's be real, a little resentful. Sometimes a lot resentful. So let me throw this question right in your lap. What's it costing you to stay small? Sit with that. What's the price tag on your silence? On your shrinking? On locking away the most vibrant, radiant version of yourself because you're scared she's too much or not enough? Is it costing you joy? Peace? Maybe opportunities? Maybe love? Maybe the deep connection that you've been craving with people who would actually get you if you'd let them see you. Or maybe it's costing you, the woman you're meant to be when you finally stop apologizing for existing. So yeah, fear is real. Judgment is real. Rejection stings like heck. Kind of want to say the other H word. Anyway, we'll just use heck. You know the one that I mean. And let me tell you, oh, what that stings even worse. Waking up one day and realizing you built your whole life around other people's comfort zones, while your truth sat in the corner, waiting for her to be noticed. And we joke around that who puts baby in the corner. we may have put baby in the corner ourselves. You deserve so much better. You deserve so much more. So, okay, friend. So we're going to call it out. The fear, the judgment, the exhaustion of staying small. So let's shift some gears. Here's the truth. Confidence isn't about being perfect. Oh, heck no. Heck no. It's not about having every duck in a row, every hair in place, every word polished like you've rehearsed it in the mirror 27 times. Confidence. Confidence is permission. Confidence is permission. It's giving yourself permission to show up messy, raw, real, and still worthy. See, we've been tricked into thinking that confidence means never doubting, never stumbling, never questioning ourselves. And here's the deal. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to keep showing up with fear, sitting in the passenger seat, living your truth. It doesn't mean that you won't get side eyes. Yeah. Oh, here you will, but it doesn't mean people won't talk. They might. And here's the shift. Their reaction isn't your problem. Their comfort isn't your assignment. Your assignment is to reign in your truth, to radiate the fullness of who you are, not a watered down, people pleasing diet version. The whole you, all of you. So let's flip it. Instead of asking, what will they think if I shine? Ask, what will it cost me if I don't? That right there is the shift. From fear-based living to truth-based living. You're going from fear-based to living a truth-based living. You're going from shrinking to shining, from hiding to radiating. So let's have some real talk, some story talk, okay? Because you know I love keeping everything kind of grounded. So here's a little something, something. I remember a season in my life where I was dimming my light right and left, saying yes when I meant no, laughing at things that didn't even feel funny, pretending that I was fine when I was falling apart inside. Ever been there? Mm-hmm. I know. I know you have. And I'm going to tell you this. It was heavy. I was exhausted. And one day I caught myself in the mirror and thought, who even are you right now? Where did you go? And that question, ooh, it shook me. It shook me to the core. I remember it today because deep down, I knew I had abandoned myself in the name of keeping everyone else happy. And guess what? They still weren't happy because no matter how much you bend, twist, or shrink, you'll never be enough for people who don't even see your light in the first place. That day I made a choice. I didn't flip a magic switch and suddenly become fearless. I started practicing tiny acts of truth, saying no when I meant no, speaking up when my heart was screaming to, wearing the outfit I loved instead of the one that I thought was appropriate. And each time, it felt like reclaiming a little piece of myself. So here's the everyday reality. Living your truth doesn't always look glamorous. Sometimes it looks like shaking while you hit send on an email. Sometimes it looks like you're having a hard conversation, tears and all. Sometimes it looks like walking away from the table where you've been begging for scraps of validation and setting your own darn table. That's right. Set your own table. And here's where the magic happens, is when you start showing up as you, unapologetically, something shifts. People start responding differently. Some drift away, and that's okay. Not everybody is meant to sit at your table. But the ones who are, they see you. They celebrate you. They love you in ways that feel nourishing instead of draining. And more than anything, you start seeing you. You start celebrating you. You look in the mirror and think, aha, there she is. Welcome back. That's right. You welcome her. Because here's the thing. Your light doesn't just change your life. It lights the way for others. When you radiate, you give quiet permission for someone else to say, if she can, maybe I can too. That's what reigning in your truth is really about. Not domination, not control. It's liberation. It's yours and theirs. So let's talk about what happens when you stop shrinking and start shining. Because here's the truth. When you step into your light, the whole atmosphere around you changes. Your energy shifts. The way you walk into a room changes. You carry yourself differently. Not because you've become someone new, but because you finally allowed yourself to be you who you've always been. And you'll notice the ripple effect. Relationships. They even rise to meet the real you, or they fall away. And that's not a lost friend. That's alignment. Opportunities, they start showing up, not because the universe suddenly woke up, but because you finally stopped hiding from them. And your inner world, the peace that comes from looking in the mirror and seeing your own truth staring back at you, nothing compares. That weight that you've been carrying, it starts to fall off. The tightness in your chest, it eases. That self-doubt, it quiets down. Because your truth is louder now. And here's the sweetest part. Once you get a taste of what it feels like to live in your truth, you don't want to go back. You can't. It's like finally breathing after years of holding your breath. Once you've tasted freedom, pretending again feels unbearable. So the shift is, you're no longer asking for permission. You're no longer waiting for approval. You are rooted, radiating, and reigning. That's right. You are rooted, radiating, and reigning. And you're not reigning over others, but over your own life. And that, my friend, is liberation. So here is your little soul nudge to carry you through the week. Stop apologizing for your light. Stop dimming your fire to make someone else comfortable. Your truth is not negotiable. It's your birthright. So today, I want you to do one small, brave thing that honors your truth. Maybe it's speaking up. Maybe it's saying no. Maybe it's putting on the bold red lipstick or the shirt that makes you feel like a goddess. Even if someone rolls their eyes, one small act of radiance. That's it. And remember, you don't need to earn your worth. You don't need to justify your shine. You were born worthy. You were born radiant. And your only job now is to reign in it. That's the truth with confidence. That's right. Just reign in it. It's a good place to be. I'm going to see you next Saturday, my dear friends. Thank you for being here, you beautiful souls. And until then, please keep shining, keep radiating, keep reigning. The world doesn't need a smaller version of you. It needs all of you, loud, proud, and unstoppable. So here's your little love note for today. You don't have to be perfect, polished, or people approved to shine. Your truth is your crown. Wear it. Radiate it. Reign in it. I'm going to see you next Saturday. Bring all that beautiful realness. We will be celebrating our anniversary and changing things up all in a good way. We got a new look, a new soul vibe. You don't want to miss it. And make sure that you subscribe and invite the women in your life to join us. This is another Soulful Saturdays with Saylor, where we empower your spirit to build a strong sense of self. And we will see you next Saturday.